Right now, you're probably seeing a lot of people talking about the Kurds and the Iran situation. We're seeing Persians talk about things like territorial integrity, separatism, and bring back the Shah. So let's talk about it. So first of all, you need to understand, Kurds are a different people to the Persians. They have a different language, culture, and history. Our families are literally split across 4 borders. Within Iran, the Kurds have experienced pain and destruction for a century. But whenever Kurds want to talk about governing themselves, they bring up territorial integrity. How about if Iran stayed as one government, but it was a Kurdish government, and instead of speaking Persian, Farsi, we spoke Kurdish? Do you think the Persians would accept this? Definitely not. It's not about territorial integrity. It's about who controls you. It's about power. The monarchist Pahlavi regime were one of the first to start centralizing things and oppress the other ethnicities. But they forget historically Kurds had their own rulers. There were many autonomous Kurdish states in this region. And if they really want to go further back and talk about history, even before the Persian Empire, there was the Median Empire, where the Kurds controlled a majority of Iran. And the Persians were limited to the Fars province. And now you hear the Persians asking for the Shah to come back. And they wonder why the Kurds stand against that. The monarchists never allowed a Kurdish political opposition to exist. They killed Simko Shakak, they attacked the Republic of Kurdistan, and they executed Qazi Muhammad. Kurdish language was banned in schools. You weren't allowed to have a political opinion. The Kurdish regions were disproportionately militarized. Now you have Reza Shah, who is acting like he's already in control. His social media full of fake accounts, bot accounts copy and pasting the same messages, pretending to be Kurds. And because the Kurdish parties have already stood up against the IRGC, instead of thanking them, he has threatened them with his invisible army, acting like he's already in charge of Iran, even though he lacks the support apart from the Persians in the diaspora. Not even in charge, and he's already threatening the opposition with war. Now here's the biggest irony. Back in 1979, the Persians wanted the monarchists to leave, and they welcomed the IRGC, the Islamic regime that they're trying to kick out now. Guess who didn't welcome the Islamic regime? The Kurds. They wanted to be involved politically. They wanted to self-govern, and because of this, the Kurds were heavily attacked. Their towns were destroyed. Their leaders were executed. Did the Persians speak up for the Kurds during this? No, they welcomed the IRGC. Did the monarchists speak up for the Kurds during this? No, they stayed silent in their mansions in America. For over 40 years, Kurdish movements have been organized against the Islamic Republic. We built political movements, resistance networks, even in exile. Meanwhile, the Persians were living comfortably, and only in the last decade have they started to get frustrated with the Islamic regime. And during this whole time, the Islamic regime was sending all its military to our region because they didn't have to worry about the rest. How dare you tell us who we should support? Whenever you get fed up with them, we have been fighting them for ages and we are prepared to take them on. To stand there and tell us that we must accept the monarchists to return after you helped kick them out and after you saw what they did to us highlights your hypocrisy and shows that you are not fighting for peace in the region. Because if the Kurds really wanted to, we could go back to territorial integrity from thousands of years ago before you were even there.